Every sunset brings the promise of a new dawn. We have returned to these hospitable mountains again. Every year in spring and autumn, beautiful Zagros hosts us. We move in the heart of its peaks and valleys in the process of Kooch. In the early morning, we pack the mules and slowly starts to move. A challenging journey is ahead of us. Each family moves in a certain trail, which is called ilra. Ilras are very old paths that were created by nomads' ancestors based on the wisdom of coexistence with nature and mountains. We move. Usually the herd moves much earlier and then the family follows the herd with the mules. But this is not definite and the family might as well start moving earlier than the herd. This is Mr. Khurshid. Khurshid is collecting wood. Khurshid means son. He is a family guy with a lot of responsibilities during the Kooch. We are absolutely exhausted, but it's not over yet. Khurshid's son enjoys eating some fresh grapes, immersed in the carefree world of childhood, while adults are busy. Every time we stop on the way to take a break, all the stuff is unpacked and all the items are open. Khurshid and Talaq are busy. everything is done, a fire is lit so that a hot cup of tea might take away all the fatigue from the long journey. One day, he will be a grown-up too, and follow the steps of his father and brother. We hit the road. We load all our stuff on the mules again and retake our journey in the heart of the mighty Zagros. When grown worn out and tired, we hop on the horses and ride on them for a while. An absolutely agreeable experience. The Zagros Mountains are more difficult to hike on than one might expect. The high slopes and rocky nature of Zagros surprises everyone. We take on one of the most difficult treks on one of the oldest and most difficult routes. Many climbers and mountaineers from all over the world come to us each year, and almost all of them mention their hike in the Zagros Mountains as the most difficult and at the same time most interesting experience they've had so far. Where are we? We see nothing but mountains on the horizon. The lowlands and heights of Zagros, miles away from the cities, villages, or even hamlets. Far from network connection and any other technological disruption. And this is indeed what we crave to experience, a brief return to the life of our ancestors. Today, we have to go through one of the most difficult and challenging paths. The harsh and alluring Zagros. We couldn't believe that so many roads and mules could pass through this tight route. Mules are the best option to cross these narrow paths. At first glance, it might sadden us to see so many loads on these animals. But for the migrating nomads, this is the best option, sometimes the only one. And after all is said and done, if we had the same lifestyle, we would probably do the same thing. We sat down to watch for a while.
Let's go. That's a hard bit there. That go.
We chat a little with the family.
بیا دختر اسمت چیه؟ بیا یونو بخور باران خانوم اسم قشنگی یکی از هنگ‌کنگ میاد باران بیا اسم برادرت چیه؟ سلام میکنم سلام لب زبونتو میبرم بخور باران بخور رو ایمان گندمون آخر بیا بیدیم باش رو باران خواهی بازه بری بیاری ها باز مال اون چاردنگا بود ها اسم شریفه خدا خب برادرت اینا از اون بالا رفتن
Now that the family has passed, it is the herd's turn.
So we are in the middle of the day. Let's go out.
The family calls the herd with different sounds that are specific to the nomads themselves. They talk to them. Things we had never experienced before. And it was amazing to see how the whole family and herd passed through this narrow path. We started sooner, crossed the valley, and now the family and the herd can be seen from a distance. What a demanding life. We never thought before that anyone could live in such close harmony with nature. On our way, from the top of the peaks to the bottom of the valleys, we experienced the lowest lows and the highest heights. Amazing, unforgettable views. The men of the family, who are responsible for the herd, are always attentive to it so that no goat is lost from the herd. It is not an easy task, and it has a lot of challenges.
چشم خان راو سال سیسه خدا قوت خدا قوت خدا قوت آقا خورشید.
We passed through the narrowest path we'd ever seen, and now we've descended in altitude and are gradually reaching the valley.
گیرم ها.
We are traveling with a family, and it's wonderful that we can also try horseback riding.
خدا قوت.
Kooch is one of the most adventurous trips we've ever experienced.
Go.
Going?
Yeah, you can.
You want me to get down?
Along the way and at the entrance of the valley, we reached a natural slide. Nomadic children happily climbed up and played on this slide.
And do you know what do you call this one? It's a play in the parks. A slide. It's a nomadic slide. You can go through.
Everything depends on nature, and this is truly a different experience for us. Our lives and the lives of city children are very dependent on technology, always entangled in the hustle and bustle of urban life. Nomadic children, however, are free and find deep joy in the simplest things. The nomads load everything onto mules, even this chicken. There are different views about whether the nomads of Iran have always lived this way or turned to a nomadic lifestyle due to reasons such as the invasion of Mongols and Turks. The supporters of each point of view have their points, but what is certain is that after the invasion of the Mongols and Turks, the nomadic tribes of Iran flourished in such a way that every once in a while, one of the nomadic clans or the union of several nomadic clans overthrew the central power and formed a royal dynasty. This transfer of power by nomads is seen until almost the end of the 20th century when the Pahlavi dynasty came to power. The nomadic life of the Bakhtiari people is deeply intertwined with the nature of the region. They migrate seasonally in search of lush pastures for their livestock and live in harmony with the environment. In spring and summer, when the plains of the Zagros are blanketed with wildflowers, the Bakhtiari move towards the mountain highlands. In autumn and winter, as the cold sets in, they descend to the lower plains to escape the harsh mountain winters. The social structure of the Bakhtiari nomads is based on family and tribe. Bakhtiari women, with their skilled hands, create beautiful handicrafts such as carpets and rugs, showcasing the rich culture and unparalleled artistry of these people.
ماشاءالله ماشاءالله یاسنا خانم نگاه هم کن اینجا ماشاءالله ماشاءالله
Men play crucial roles in the community as well by raising livestock and participating in local ceremonies and festivals. In the heart of these mountains, various Bakhtiari tribes live, each using a specific route for their migration. Everyone knows each other, and occasionally we meet different families along the way. We greet them and continue on our path.
فیلمت هم گرفتم ببین با اجازه خدا نگهدار خدا حافظ
In this modern world, although nomadic life faces many challenges, many Bakhtiari people have remained committed to preserving and protecting their traditions and cultural heritage. This commitment to their roots and history reflects their deep connection to the Zagros Mountains and the pristine nature of the region. The Bakhtiari nomadic lifestyle is valuable as it symbolizes human solidarity and respect for nature.
What? The names of the nomads. So how do you feel? Riding the horse.
It's great. It's a good way to get around, I think. Now I feel like one of them.
So now you should wash the dishes and make the food for us.
I won't be making the food, but I'll wash the dishes. They'll be very disappointed.
This way of life not only demonstrates adaptability and coexistence with the environment, but also safeguards a rich cultural heritage and ancient traditions. By preserving and promoting their handicrafts and traditional ceremonies, the Bakhtiari nomads play a significant role in maintaining the history and culture of Iran.
How are you doing? Why funny?
It's my second time. Oh, it's the first time too. I'm riding a mule.
And you are riding alone.
Yeah, by myself.
Good job. میگیرم.
There we leave the valley with the family.
محمد امین خسته نباشی. یاسنا وری سر پا ماشاءالله. ها طورینی.
In the distant southwest of Iran, where the sky meets the earth and endless horizons converge with the towering Zagros Mountains, an ancient and legendary history is hidden in the heart of nature.
تنگ تازه رسیدیم به چالسیسه.
The Zagros Mountains, with a history spanning millions of years, were shaped by immense geological forces when ancient continents collided, forming these colossal mountain ranges.
یاسنا چی هن اونا چیدی؟ ها جازن؟
These majestic and untouched mountains have been the home of one of Iran's most authentic and proudest people, the Bakhtiari nomads. With a history as long as time itself, the Bakhtiari are a generation of warriors and herders who have preserved their nomadic lifestyle and cultural heritage to this day.
Alabama, guess how old is the mule that you are riding?
How old is it?
15.
15.
Yeah,
Oh goodness.
so
Oh my goodness.
experienced.
So he knows what he's doing. Yeah, I definitely have faith. You don't really have to worry about anything because they just know exactly where to go. I have faith.
از تو هم نگیرم؟ تو دیگه چرا؟ تو مگه دختری؟
They travel approximately 10 to 15 kilometers every day. Along riverbeds, between valleys, and so on, they also enjoy the unparalleled nature of the Zagros Mountains.
Yeah. Riding is finished, Kale.
Yes.
And we are near to our destination for today.
Yes, finally. Today is a long journey because we walked about, I think it's more than 4 hours. So it's so great that I can ride the horse. Yeah. So
Great.
Unlike many other mountains, Zagros has unique features that make mountaineering there a difficult but pleasantly different experience. One of the most important features of Zagros is its geographical diversity and sudden changes in altitude. The winding and rocky paths make the climb arduous and exhausting. In many areas, the routes are extremely deep and unstable, requiring high precision and skill to traverse. The weather in Zagros is also a major challenge. Sudden weather changes from the intense heat of the day to the cold of the night force mountaineers to be fully prepared. Part of our route goes through a valley. It has a breathtaking grandeur. The Zagros Mountains, with their stunning beauty and unique majesty, stretch across southwestern Iran. These mountain ranges, with their towering peaks and deep valleys, present unique challenges for mountaineers. Another difference between Zagros and other mountains is the presence of untouched and pristine areas. While many mountains have designated paths and sufficient provisions, Zagros, with its wild and remote nature, requires meticulous planning and proper equipment. The lack of amenities on the routes forces mountaineers to carry all their necessary supplies and food. The experience of mountaineering in Zagros and living with the Bakhtiari nomads is a journey that not only involves many physical challenges, but is also known as an enriching cultural journey. This experience offers mountaineers the opportunity to get acquainted with the wild nature and cultural authenticity of one of Iran's oldest tribes and enjoy the nomadic lifestyle. Respect for local customs is the key to establishing friendly and intimate relationships with the nomads. To the land of the Bakhtiari people, nestled in the heart of the Zagros Mountains. We accompanied the Bakhtiari nomads who have lived in this part of the world for years. They still migrate through the mountains as their ancestors did, preserving their ancient traditions. We've reached the last day of our journey, and now we need some time to reflect on what we've seen and experienced. On this journey, you can load your extra gear, like your tent and backpack, onto a mule. If the family has horses, you can also experience horseback riding through the Zagros Mountains. Every day, a significant distance is covered, from deep valleys and dry riverbeds to snow-capped mountain peaks. You might experience all of this in just a few days of migration. The predominant vegetation in the Zagros is oak trees. Oaks play an essential role in the lives of nomads and the region's animals. Unfortunately, every year we lose a significant portion of these valuable oak trees. Wildfires, pests, and tree cutting for charcoal production are some of the reasons behind the loss of the Zagros oak trees. Khorshid and Tala family continue on their way, but we must say goodbye to them and return to the road, eventually heading back to Isfahan. We've seen and learned so much on this journey. Bahman was kind enough to perform part of the Bakhtiari game called Chub Bazi for us.
Kooch is spam.
It is very typical of the nomads to engage in Chub Bazi, or wood sticks game, in special ceremonies. In the course of the game, all men gather in an area. Then two of them stand in the center, opposite of each other, with two sticks of wood. One of them attacks, and the other one defends with the woods they have in their hands. They are supposed to hit each other's legs gently to score points. While they are playing the game, they listen to some epic lorry songs, and the other men cheer them and spare them words of encouragement. We will miss this family, these mountains, and everything we've seen and experienced. We're returning with many memories. Unique memories of hiking in the Zagros with the herd, something that can't be repeated. We crossed the most challenging slopes and rocks that we didn't think would be part of the Nomad's path, but they've been traveling these ancient routes for years.
So, in Persian we say خسته نباشید. Done. خسته نباشید.
Done.
Hope you are not tired.
Not quite finished. Everything we do, I just think, if the little 5-year-old nomad girl can do it, then so can we. Surely.
That gives you energy to do it.
Connecting with the Bakhtiari nomads isn't difficult. Their warmth, simplicity, and sincerity are their defining traits. The people of Iran in general are among the most hospitable in the world.
It's like monkey, he's saying.
Kind of like a monkey, but fluffier and more closer to a bear, but friendly. Like,
میگه بچه‌شو میذاره تو شکمش.
We are glad we had the opportunity to experience the daily life of the Bakhtiari nomads. Every day, the mother of the family bakes fresh bread, and believe me, it's not an easy task.
Yes, sure. داره جور قلبش میکنه.
On one of the nights, the daughter was baking bread, and others gathered around her warmth and a fire that provided nocturnal comfort.
دست در نکنه خیلی ممنون.
We will never forget reaching that cool spring. The family we met along the way guided us to a beautiful spring in the heart of the mountains. With the scorching heat, finding such a spring felt like a glimpse of paradise.
Cold water. Harika. نیاز علی دست شما در نکنید. تشکر. خیلی ممنون. The best spring in the Kooch Pass.
We not only drank the water, but also washed our faces thoroughly. We still had a long journey ahead.
Oh, God. If this trough was big enough, I would sit in it.
Baking bread on a journey is always one of the most enjoyable and memorable parts. It's as if by experiencing bread making, the traveler becomes intertwined with nomadic life, becomes a part of it.
Yeah. So good. Rank 1. Excellent.
Perfect.
کش بزنن زیرش.
These mountains and the nomads have lived together for centuries. For the nomadic children, climbing up and down these slopes is effortless. And if they could participate in an international competition, they would surely win a medal.
Here we have a fossil. It's pretty amazing. It's got the keen eye. Already found 3 in about 2 minutes. I, on the other hand, have not found any.
Navigating these mountains and connecting with the people would have been, if not impossible, certainly difficult without Muhammad's presence. Although Muhammad isn't Bakhtiari himself, he has learned the routes like a true Bakhtiari and understands the customs, details and sensitivities of interacting with the nomads. His many migrations and extensive experience in mountaineering and living alongside the nomads have equipped him with the knowledge and skills to organize specialized nomadic tours. Traveling with him adds a unique sense of security, warmth, and joy.
They are going near to a shrine, something like that. They put a stone on other stones and wish something, ask God something. And then continue. So it shows that we are near a shrine.
Near a shrine.
Yeah, we are near a shrine, and then Bakhtiari people who are passing by, they put a stone on other stones and continue.
Khurshid is an experienced shepherd. Each sound and call has a distinct meaning, and they use these sounds to convey messages to the herd.
So these different sounds have different meanings.
We never visit the nomads empty-handed. We always buy something beforehand and share it with the whole family. we're genuinely glad we had the opportunity to visit a nomadic family on our way back and see the beautiful rugs they wove with their own hands up close.
So it's natural dye. She dyed the wool herself, and also everything. She colored them, woven them all by herself.
That's amazing.
خودم نشستم با خدا به روزی بیم کامونونه بافتم تاوستون قلواسته به روزی بیم کامونه بافتم
پرس میکنه که این علامت ها هر کدومش معنیش چنه یا علامتی که نشون میده. Which symbol? Which one?
Just, I don't know any of them.
For example, اینا چه میگن؟ یا گله چه میگن؟
حوض ماهی
حوض ماهی.
حوض ماهی
The one, the big one that she's pointing.
Yeah.
اشاره کن بهش.
حوض ماهی
This one is a fish with a pool.
With a pool.
Yeah. خب اون یکی او وسطه چی؟
بس اون قندونه بس فرض قپ کن بس اون
The place for sugar cubes.
من میگم بنگلاکی من میگم بنگلکونه
یا این یکی وسطش.
شیردنگ خوشگله
یا که وسطش چنه؟
وسط اصلا همون
یا حوض ماهیه یا؟
حوض ماهیه بله
Please. I would give my right arm for some cold water. Oh my gosh. Is that from the freezer?
Yeah.
So they keep everything in here for the storage.
کولر ندارن چی پنکه نداره سیب گرمه که اوچو سرتر بال طبیعی یا
ها اوجا طبیعیه همه چی عالی.
بله زمستون یه میچه که بخاریان از این سر
In winter we come here and turn on the heater. بعد یونم
مینویسی آب گرم کو که دست سرده برف منه
درسته یا آب گرم کنه پس.
بله آب گرم کنه اونم زیرین هم آتش زنیم
Oh my god, it's so
بفرما
good.
عزیزم بفرما ما با سال بافش نکنیم ماشالله اون حوض موی
یا هم حوض ماهیه
هم حوض موی بس اون حوض موی دینش هم هن زینش بهتر نیست
چنگ منه چنگ نیو
بهنو وگون حوض موی بهنو وگون چنگ کل خود برا چنگالی گوله بس اون چنگ
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 1389. It's the year that the carpet is woven.
Oh, really?
Uh,
Wow. So
الان چنده 1402 89 میشه 14 years ago 13 years ago yeah.
It was difficult to say goodbye to the beautiful Zagros, but it was inevitable. So we did what we had to do and eventually reached the city. We reached beautiful Khuzestan, a region that holds an ancient gem within it. Amidst the plains of Khuzestan and beside the Dez River stands one of the world's largest and most important archaeological sites, the prehistoric site of Choqazambil. This historic complex, located near the city of Kooch, is one of the few remaining ziggurats in the world and is considered a masterpiece of ancient Elamite architecture. Thank you for staying with us until the end. This series was created and presented to you by the Nomad content production team. If you enjoyed it, we'd be happy if you recommended us to your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. More interesting videos are on the way.